Plus, you don't want to be left off of bad and bougie, because I'm telling you, all the fly girls are going to be wearing a low profile sneaker for the fall. I'm just saying, don't say I didn't tell you. To my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Take a look around. If you like it, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. If you are returning, thank you so much. As always, I appreciate you. And as you can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be talking my favorite current trend, especially leading into the fall, which is the low profile sneaker. Now, if you're not new to me, you know that Angela is a sneaker girl. However, over the last couple years or so, I've been doing clear outs in my closet and getting rid of like my Nikes and Yeezys and Asics and all of those like traditional sneakers, and leaning more into what I've been calling like a fashion sneaker, but that includes the low profile silhouette as well. And these are sneakers that are just like super versatile, because I feel like they complement my wardrobe a lot better. Like I can wear them across occasions, across different areas in my wardrobe, to work, casually, on a lazy day. I can dress them up, I can dress them down. So today I'm going to share with you some of my favorite low profile silhouettes on the market right now, and ways in which you can style them. Plus, you don't want to be left off of bad and bougie, because I'm telling you, all the fly girls are going to be wearing a low profile sneaker for the fall. I'm just saying, don't say I didn't tell you. So as I mentioned, low profile sneakers are at the top of the footwear trend, and that's going to go into fall and winter. And just in general, it is a good shoe to have in your wardrobe, again, because it's so versatile. What exactly is a low profile sneaker? Like, what makes up the characteristic? Think thin sole, lightweight, minimal design, and usually the upper of the shoe, that's the part that like goes around your ankle, is really low, right? So you have a lot of ankle out. Like, hopefully that's a good visual for you. And what I think is making them trend, outside of the fact that they look really cool and brands are doing a dope job of creating some like bomb designs, even though they're pretty basic in design overall, is my personal favorite about the silhouette, and that's that it's so versatile. You could do so much. They can be styled casually, and I'm talking anything from running errands to going to the farmer's market to hanging out with your girls, doing a little bit of shopping, you know, something that you'd wear to a cute brunch with your girls. So, you know, casual is on a spectrum. You can also style them a little more elevated casual. So it could be something like some trousers and a tee, or like an oversized sweater or cardigan or something like that, a skirt, a denim jacket, a denim top. So think like museums, galleries, you know, even like a day date, an activity date or something like that. You can even style them with workwear into the office. And I know there's been conversation online recently about sneakers in the office, and I am a huge proponent of it. I personally wear sneakers all the time to the office. However, it is usually a low profile silhouette or style. I think they work seamlessly with office clothing. Skirts, dresses, pants, wide legs, like tapered. They look really, really good with workwear, and I think that's the best way to pull off a sneaker in the office. You can also go full elevated with them, in my opinion, right? Maybe not to a formal situation. Again, you can put them on with dresses and skirts, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a super casual skirt. You can do a more elevated skirt, do something that's satin, something that has a little more volume, something that maybe has a unique hem. You could do it with a full-on dress if you want to. Throw a leather jacket on top of it. That's my favorite way to do it. Throw the sneaker on and be on about your way. And then of course you could style them the typical way you would style a sneaker, you know, sporty with some sweats or something like that, or with a pair of denim. So when I say they're versatile and they can work across your wardrobe, I just mean you could put together pretty much any type of outfit for any occasion with the right style of low profile sneaker. There are some that are a little more sportier, a little more traditional looking. As it relates to a low profile sneaker, I'm thinking like your Puma Speed Cat, which is a low profile sneaker, but it looks like a sneaker even though it's minimal in silhouette and still works in a lot of the scenarios that I mentioned. But I'm actually going to share with you a wish list of low profile sneakers that I put together for myself some time ago. I've actually acquired a couple pairs off of the list. just as an idea of some great styles and silhouettes that are out there, and the brands that are really producing some of the best styles, in my opinion, of the season. First up is this silhouette from Dries Van Noten. I love this sneaker. I actually have this one. This is one that I was able to pick up. I have it in like a snake print, but it comes in so many different colors. It comes in different fabrics. I also love like this tan suede one. This was my original choice, and then I saw the snake print one and I was like, I have to have them. But they also have a red pair, and I'm not a huge color person, but it's something about that red sneaker that I'm like, oh my god. But this is probably the most versatile of them all that I'm going to share with you today, because they look the least like a sneaker in my opinion. The second pair is this Acne lace-up sneaker. I specifically like them in this like tan suede color. I actually went into the Acne store when I was in New York with the intention to buy this shoe, but they did not have my size, and I was very hell-bent on buying something. I bought something else off of this list that I'll share, but this shoe is still on my list because I think it's just so unique. I think it's so cool, and again, I think it's one of those ones that are versatile enough to like work across your wardrobe. Another pair is the Margiela Sprinter. I love this shoe. I actually was able to pick up this pair as well when I couldn't find the Acne shoe in my size in New York. I popped right over to Margiela. I said that's okay because I have a list. I popped into Margiela. They did have the Sprinter in my size in an array of colors. Originally, I thought I was going to get like this creamish, it kind of gives like a yellow tint, or either the black ones. And then when I went into the store, they had this like olive green, like army green color, and I was like, those are the ones. Those are the ones. So I actually picked them up. I've been wearing them out. They go with so much stuff, even being a color and not like black or cream. To me, an army or like olive green is a neutral, so they work with everything. And then Prada has a ReNylon low profile sneaker that I also think is really cool. I love specifically the black pair. Now I know all of those are pretty much on the high end of the cost spectrum, so some that I like just as much that are on the lower end of the cost spectrum. I mentioned it earlier, it's going to be the Puma Speed Cap. That's probably my favorite, most cost efficient one. You know, that's relative or subjective. You know, cost is relative or subjective, but definitely not as much as the others that I mentioned. I really like the red and white ones, and I really like the black and white ones. The Adidas Japan, the Adidas Taekwondo. I recently picked up the Taekwondo Mai in like the ballet style that like wraps around your ankle, but I like all of the Taekwondo like silhouettes, they are eating bad. And then Onitsuka Tiger, I really like as well. I have those in like a silver colorway, and I've been thinking about getting them in black and white too because they are so cute and so comfortable. And that's pretty much all that's on my personal list. Now there are brands from higher end all the way down to like a Steve Madden and brands like those, again, that have a more affordable price point. They are creating a low profile sneaker because again, those are the shoes of the fall. Not just the trendy sneakers, they are the shoes of the fall. And if you want to be on trend and in the know, I'm telling you, you got to get on the low profile sneaker bandwagon. And the good thing about this style of sneaker is that it never goes out of style. It's on trend right now, which is good for me because like I'm on trend without even trying to be on trend. However, it's a silhouette that is always available, whether it's in trend or it's out of trend. And so if you find that it really works in your wardrobe as it relates to sneakers, you will be able to always find them. That is going to conclude today's video. Let me know in the comments if you've picked up any low profile sneakers or if you're interested in any, and if any of them were on my list, or if you have some that I maybe missed that you think are super cool that should be on the list. Share with the girlies in the comments. Let me know if you like this style of video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I am going to start putting together looks and outfits and styling up some of the very shoes that I shared with you in this video, along with other stuff in my wardrobe. And I'd love to share all of that with you. So again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.